We are working it today with Andy Challenger Gray and Christmas, here to talk about cheating in the workplace. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And when you mean cheating, you're actually talking about people who are trying to get hired and they will do or say whatever it takes to get the job.
Yeah, today, in today's marketplace, particularly for technical roles, software engineers, IT people, there's a lot of pre-screening work that goes into the interview process where companies will ask candidates to fill out surveys, to complete problem sets, basically doing some homework before the interview to just prove to the company that you have the requisite skills.
And what are people doing? And
people are figuring out ways to cheat. They're going online, they're finding other people have taken the tests ahead of them, are posting the answers, are giving good examples on how to go in and solve those problems. And sometimes people are even having other people take those prerequisite tests to get them through the first bump in the interview process.
Okay, so how do you solve this problem if you're an HR manager?
Yeah, it's a complicated issue. One thing that's great for companies to do is do some of that initial pre-screening work over the webcam. So either have the person record themselves answering questions so you can watch them and you know it's the right person doing it, or actually do it live and you can really get a sense of who they are.
Now you also say to bring in another person from the company who knows if that person is able to do the job.
It's one of the best ways to make sure you're finding the right people. If you're hiring from a front-end developer, bring somebody in your team that already knows that work, knows the vocabulary, the ins and outs of the position. They'll recognize somebody else across the table that can really do the work.
Right, and how important is it to pre-screen a person in person? Because a lot of people do rely on technology these days.
Yeah, it's easy to rely on technology, especially when you have to comb through 1,000 people to try to find somebody that can actually do the work. But whenever you can, have them come in person to do those interviews. You'll get a better sense of who they are and if they're going to be a good culture fit for your company.
And last on your list, you say find out how that person was recruited to begin with. How did they wind up in that position where they're now a candidate for the job?
Yeah, people are coming into the company through all different channels, but something you can always go back to is good recommendations from reputable institutions, whether they're universities or training programs or other companies. Those types of pieces of information are really valuable in finding a great candidate.
Well, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.